Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So this is the end of chapter 36, and we are exploring the museum and going all the way down to the bottom level. And it looks like, unfortunately, as usual, there is a boss in our way from obtaining the Ogre key. So let's look at what this sentry bot is up against and see if we can exploit any of its weaknesses. So from what I've seen, it does alternate between different resistances. So its first mode is resistant to magic, and so when you are wandering through this dungeon, or I guess area, many of the enemies are actually resistant to some of the physical attacks. So I brought a mixed magic team with Aldo as the only slash physical. So for the mobs, small things like Aqua Spread and Earth Spread really wipe them out very easily. Anyway, so unfortunately, we're going to just have to slap it down with some staff slams and rely on Aldo's X Slash to deal some damage. And you can clearly see that it did switch to physical resistance now, so perfect. We have enough mages on our team, and we're just going to end it right here with a single AF. So again, like most of the storyline bosses and kind of horrors and things like that, I would estimate it to be in the around 70-72 level. So not a real big problem if you have even a couple of level 80s. So don't fret if you don't have, a bunch of 80s. One or two should do the trick as long as you bring the right party mix. Now, I didn't actually use Cure Leaf as one of the moves on Mariel, and that was a mistake. I subbed it for Holy Light. So if you do want to mitigate some of that poison damage, make sure you do bring a cleansing ability from, Mariel, or for example, Yuna's Valor Chant, so on and so forth. Okay, so the boss was pretty straightforward, and we can clearly see that we have obtained the Ogre key. Or have we? A couple of characters from Amy's past has now surfaced and are confronting the party. And as you watch through the video, you'll also notice that they are ex-lovers of Amy. Well, at least the man is. The girl is one of her best childhood friends, and betrayed her, of course, by, stealing her man at the time. So, just reading this exchange, I know many of you do enjoy shipping Aldo, our main character, with many of the girls and women that he has met along the way. This particular scene gives me +1 points for shipping Amy with Aldo. I mean, ANA, not bad. Of course, Azami's not also bad for shipping with Aldo too, but back to this story, of course. We're focusing more on Amy and her evolution to 5-star, of course. So, anyways, unfortunately, these two are going to give Amy and the team a little bit of a trouble, a nuisance. And unfortunately, we're going to have to chase them down a little bit later. So, like most story quests, I will stop talking now, let you enjoy the rest of the story quest in peace. And this will conclude chapter 36. The good part too is that after all this, we'll be traveling. And guess where we're traveling to? Toto's Dreamland. So for many of you who have researched ahead and seen what kind of content we are up against, Toto's Dreamland eventually will unlock another dungeon. There's a hard and very hard, and you can farm some serious butt-kicking weapons in the very hard area. So looking forward to that. I believe that will be at the end of chapter 38 or 39. So this is only chapter 36, and chapter 37 will just touch on the tip of the iceberg for exploring Toto's Dreamland. Also, just a spoiler, at the end of chapter 36, when you do visit Toto's Dreamland, there is a haunted castle or haunted chateau. And you will see that it has a resemblance to something you've seen in the past. And one of the cutscenes from Another Eden. So look forward to that and see if you can see what I'm talking about. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.